What's up? This is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews. Today we're going to talk about some saunas. And as I was going through the list that we have over on our website, I picked a couple at different price points. So we have like an entry sauna as well as like a $9,000 sauna and then a couple in between. So if you are looking to get all of the benefits of a sauna session, especially if you are looking at an infrared sauna specifically, definitely watch this video and make sure you subscribe. Also, if you want to purchase any of these saunas, use the link below the like button. When you use that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does give us a small commission, and we appreciate it. And lastly, this is an honest review, as is all of my videos. So I'm not going to just sell you on something. I'll tell you exactly what I like and I don't like about it. So let's talk about the SmartMac Far infrared sauna. And this is a cheaper sauna. And when you use it, you do kind of look goofy, but after testing it, I can tell you, I was actually kind of impressed by it. So this is like a tent, right? This is a one-person tent, and I feel almost like a Muppet for some reason when I'm using it. It's got little like armholes in it, so as you are sitting in it, it like zips up around your body, and you have a seat in the sauna. But one thing I did like about it is that it did have those armholes. So I was actually able to scroll TikTok. I was actually able to scroll Instagram while I was using the sauna. And surprisingly, I was kind of worried that a lot of the heat would get released because of the armholes that it has, but it actually didn't. It maintained its temperature really well. Now, it doesn't go up super high. It only goes up to about 140 degrees. But because it is so small, it is so compact, it took less than like 10 minutes for me to get it up to temperature. In terms of what it is made of, it has a cotton fabric exterior and then a waterproof fabric interior. Now, this isn't going to be something that is super durable, right? Like, you could cut it easily with a box knife, so you definitely have to be aware of that. This is not like an ultra wooden durable sauna, but for something that is $200 on Amazon, I actually think that it is a really quality sauna. One thing it does come with is foot heating pads. Now, overall, I didn't notice this at all. Like, I was already so hot and so sweaty. I didn't feel like the foot pads added any extra heat. Maybe they did. Maybe they were a contributing factor in why this sauna held so much heat so well. But for me, like, it was just kind of like, why are these here? I think that this sauna is great for those who maybe don't have a lot of space or somebody who is on a tight budget. Again, like around $200. This doesn't take up a big footprint. It held its temperature really well and then heated up really quickly. I also, again, like the addition of the armholes so that you can go ahead and scroll or watch a show while using it. So overall, if you do purchase this sauna, let me know. I know you're going to feel like a total goober while you are using it. I definitely did. But overall, I was actually pretty impressed by it. All right, so let's talk about a sauna that's a little different and, again, feels a little silly. But as much as I felt silly using it, I actually was able to fully relax in it. And it is the Solo System Portable Sauna. So this is different, okay? This has like mats. Have you seen those like nuggets that you buy for kids where you can like almost fold them in different ways and then lay them on the ground and they're super comfortable? That is almost what it reminded me of. So essentially you're laying down this like foaming on the ground and then you have almost like a cave come over you. Or like if you're driving down a tunnel, like that's what it reminded me of. It felt like I was in a tunnel, okay? But I am not complaining because I actually was able to really relax. One thing I don't love about traditional saunas is a lot of the times I'm a little uncomfortable. Like the seating on it isn't like made for comfortability. However, with this, I was actually almost able to fall asleep until I got too hot. And initially I was grossed out. I thought like, okay, I'm going to be sweating on these mats, but it actually comes with like this towel covering that you can easily wash and then use for next time. Now, a call out that I do have to this is not going to be good for somebody who is taller. Like me at 5'4", almost hit the edge of it with my feet. So if you are somebody who wants to be able to have the sauna basically up to your neck so that your whole body is immersed in that infrared sauna, then I don't think this is going to be a good one for taller people because your feet are going to hit the edge, which essentially means that your upper body is going to be pushed out farther from being in that like tunnel sauna. Another thing I would say about it is initially I was like, oh, this is going to be so easy to move, right? It comes apart in these little pieces, but it actually is kind of heavy and there's no really great way to grab onto it. So even though this is technically like a portable sauna, yes, I wouldn't say it is the most portable or the easiest to move around. Now, the max temperature on this is 150 degrees, and it did take about 20 to 30 minutes in order for it to reach that max temperature. Now, it has like a little cloth that kind of covers the hole from the tunnel so that all of that heat is supposed to stay trapped inside. And while it did do a good job of keeping the heat inside, there were a couple parts where I had to readjust like the covering, or it was like hitting weird. It just wasn't my favorite way. It wasn't the most comfortable way to keep all of the heat inside of that like tunnel system. In terms of assembly, I mean, this took me like 5 minutes and I didn't even have to read instructions, which generally I don't like reading instructions, so I avoid it at all costs. But if I can figure it out, I'm pretty sure anybody can figure out. Essentially, you're just plugging it in and turning it on. So the dome or the tunnel itself has 5 solo carbon infrared heaters, which is contributing to keeping that temperature at that 150 degrees. Now, this is not like a cheaper sauna. Like, I mean, it is when we compare it to some of like the top tier infrared saunas, but you are still going to spend $2,500 on this sauna, and there's no free shipping. You have $99 in shipping fees. So overall, I mean, I don't know if this one is worth it for me. I do think it's unique. I do like that it is really comfortable to use. I don't think it's good for taller people. And that price tag at $2,500, man, I am just not sure I'm sold on it. Next is what you might consider more of like a traditional looking infrared sauna, and that is the Sunhome Equinox 2-person infrared sauna. Now, this is a really cool looking sauna. It's got this black exterior made from eucalyptus wood, and overall just like it's kind of like this modern infrared looking sauna. Not only that, it's actually not too expensive when I compare it to other infrared saunas that are 2-person. It has all the features that this one does. This one comes in at just under $7,000, which does seem expensive. Like, I am not going to act like $7,000 isn't a lot of money. It is. But if you are looking for a really cool, modern-looking infrared sauna that is more of like your traditional 2-person sauna, this is actually a fair price point. Now, with this sauna specifically, it actually incorporates near and mid infrared sauna, so you actually have that full spectrum. One reason I like using a sauna is because I like to work out. I like to push myself in the gym, and studies actually show that infrared saunas will help with muscle recovery. So that is a huge benefit to getting something like an infrared sauna. Now, this sauna actually reaches a max temperature of 165 degrees. That is actually pretty high for an infrared sauna. We usually see around 150. So the fact that this is kind of going above and beyond, like again, full spectrum infrared sauna, you are going to be sweating a massive amount. Now, 2 things that I really like about this sauna. One, it has Bluetooth connectivity. And the second is that it comes with chromotherapy LED lighting. So you're getting a lot of benefits, but also just a lot of extras when you purchase this sauna. Now, again, it is more expensive at $6,399, but I do think it's a fair price point, especially when we compare it to other 2-person infrared saunas out there right now. I think that this is comfortable. It has comfortable seating. I like the overall design of it. It has that near and that mid spectrum infrared sauna, as well as that chromotherapy LED lighting, Bluetooth connectivity. I mean, overall, I was really impressed with this sauna. The last benefit to this sauna, and a thing that I think is a huge factor, is it actually has a limited lifetime warranty on this. Essentially meaning that it is covered from any sort of defects. Now, the caveat to that is in the fine print, it does say that it has a 3-year warranty on the control panel. So keep that in mind, but everything else is covered under that limited lifetime warranty. All right, so last but not least, because we do have more saunas available on the website, but this one is probably my favorite one that I have tested, and it is the Sunhome Luminaire 5-person outdoor infrared sauna. So this one can fit 5 people. We actually tested it, had a lot of people in here from GGR. Now, it is close quarters, okay? You are going to be like slimy and sweaty, and your arms are going to be like sitting next to each other as you are dripping in sweat, but it actually can fit 5 people. All right, so outdoor saunas are obviously an appealing option, especially if you have like some sort of cool setup. I know for me and my family, we are on the journey of like setting up a cold tub as well as a sauna next to each other, doing that like contrast therapy. Overall, I think that outdoor saunas generally look really cool, and this is no different. I mean, this comes with a very slick, modern-looking design. One thing to mention, though, is when it comes to infrared sauna, there are a ton of outdoor options available. So this actually is one of the only options that I've seen, especially around this price point, that is available in like an infrared sauna. Now, obviously, there are a ton of traditional outdoor saunas, but if you are looking specifically for an infrared sauna and specifically for an outdoor sauna, this is probably one of the better ones out there. Now, one thing I really appreciate is the carbon heaters on this actually come with a 6-year warranty, which is better than what we see with a lot of other saunas at this price point. And again, it has the ability to be outside, which is something we don't see a lot of. With this, it's actually made from carbonized red cedar wood, which essentially means that the way that that wood is created is going to help prevent against like rot, against insects, which is obviously something that you are going to absolutely need if you are keeping this sauna outdoors, which again, it's an outdoor sauna, so I hope you're keeping it outdoors. I think a huge benefit to this sauna is it actually only took us about 10 minutes for it to reach its full temperature, which is crazy in my opinion. I mean, most saunas take at least 20, probably 30 in order to reach their full temperature, and that's like a 2-person sauna, right? So with a 5-person sauna, you do expect it to take a little bit longer, even though there are added heating elements in it. But less than 10 minutes is like perfect, especially if you are somebody who doesn't have a lot of time in their day, wants to be able to get in, do their sauna session, and get out. Now, this is a little bit over $9,000, so it does come with that hefty price tag. But a couple features in addition to the infrared sauna that I like is the fact that it has Bluetooth connectivity. It has chromotherapy LED lighting. You can actually play music through the speakers in the sauna. So for me, when I was using it, I was able to like play Billie Eilish's new album or Chappell Roan's new album, which if you know, you know. I mean, who cannot have a relaxing, fun experience listening to those artists? But overall, I mean, this is one of my favorite saunas that I've ever tested. The only call out to it that I do have is the fact that the benches on this are curved and the backside of the seat is curved. So for me, I actually really like to lay out when I'm doing a sauna session, especially if there aren't a lot of other people in the sauna with me. But I just felt like I couldn't get into a super comfortable position laying down while I was using it. If that doesn't bother you and you're totally somebody who wants to just sit up using a sauna the entire time, then great. Then basically I have no call outs for you. I think that although this is a high price tag, I mean, I honestly love this sauna. I would take it home. I would purchase it if I had an extra $9,000 lying around. So that is kind of my take on that sauna. Overall, mostly positive, just a little uncomfortable if you plan on laying down. But let us know in the comments what you think about these saunas. Are you into infrared saunas? Would you rather do a traditional sauna session? I mean, what are your thoughts? And are there any saunas out there you want us to review? Let us know in the comments below. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews.